Has there ever been a time in your life when you thought, there's got to be a better way? There's got to be a better way other than me going under the knife, starving myself, doing exercise that it just seems like it's just so laborious. Well, I'm an educator, fourth generation chef, and I'm Dr. Charmaine Vega, and I'm here to help you understand some little things you can do to retain and restore your gut health. Why is that important? Your gut health is your immune system. 90% of every disease starts in your gut. So it is important, very important, for you to protect that, because that's protecting your health. Your overall health is your gut. So what you eat matters. What you're feeding your gut matters. You can't just go and eat just fast food or this or any of the things that's out there and have no idea of what's in it. It's important for you to know, what are you eating? What's in your food? You can see on the picture where the avocado is. You see right there where the avocado is. That's the start. The other end where the broccoli is, that's where it comes out. That's where your poop comes out. So it's important what you eat. But what's also important is it organic? What type of chemicals does it have? What type of preservatives does it have? Because whatever's in there that you're eating, that's what you're feeding your cells. That's what you're feeding your brain. And that's what ultimately can either help you or hinder you in your overall health. You need to really understand that what you eats, whatever you're eating, whatever it has eaten, that's what you are eating. So it does matter what you eat. What also matters is the order in which you eat your food. It also matters the combinations that you eat your food in, because you can be putting certain things together that's actually preventing the food from digesting. Did you ever think about that? You think, oh, I can just eat anything I want. That's okay. No, because some of that is hindering your body to be able to digest foods down. It can hinder your body in doing that. So you want your body to be a well-oiled machine. It's kind of like if you have a car and you put in the wrong gas and you go down the street and you're kind of like jerking, and it's trying to get to where it's going. That's what you do when you put the wrong food in your body. Your body is like the engine in a car. You have to put the right food in, the right combinations of food, and the right degree of food, so to speak. When I say degree, that's what I mean. Is it organic or is it not organic? And I understand people will say, well, to buy organic and to eat organic, it's more expensive. Well, is it better to spend the money now than to have huge bills later on? That's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it is when you eat organic, you actually eat less food. The reason you eat less food is because your body's cells are getting saturated, and I call that satiated. They are getting what they need and they're absorbing everything. When you eat foods that are actually high in chemicals, what it does is it confuses your brain, and your brain is, the neurons are not connecting the way they should, and you just want to keep eating more and eating more and eating more. Don't you think those foods are designed for that? Those foods are designed for you to keep consuming. The more you consume, the more money they make, right? The less food you eat, then you're going to be able to maintain your weight, right? Because now you're not eating and you're not just snacking just because, I just feel like snacking. You're eating when your body is needing it. That's also where intermittent fasting comes in. That also helps to restore and rebuild your body. Intermittent fasting does that. Sleeping also helps to restore the body. Why does it? Because at night when you sleep, or if it happens to be during the day, depending on your schedule, when you work and everything, then what happens is that's time when your cells are starting to rejuvenate themselves, because now you're not calling on your cells and your body to do so many other things. They're still working, because that's how you're getting, the energy to breathe and everything else, which is just happening automatically. You're not thinking about doing it. It's just automatically happening. But so therefore the other cells can say, hey, let's get up and let's try to calm down and regenerate ourselves and do what we need to do, which is why oftentimes the first thing when you get up in the morning, what happens? You have to urinate and you end up pooping. Why? Because those cells were working all night long trying to work its way through and get rid of whatever it needs to be, so that when you get up in the morning, it all wants to come out. And that's another thing. You should be pooping 3 to 5 times a day. 3 to 5 times a day, depending on how much you're eating. But you should be eliminating, and pooping doesn't mean you have fully eliminated. You want to make sure you eliminate, because have you ever gone to the bathroom and after you've gone to the bathroom, you feel like, oh, I still have to go, but you went to the bathroom. So somebody would say, well, I went to the bathroom, but did you eliminate? That's the key. And that's what I teach you how to do. I teach you how to fully eliminate, because that is what's important. It's not just going to the bathroom, but it's getting all the stuff out. It's making sure that you're putting food in the right combination. You're eating it in the right order. And some people will try to argue, oh, that's not important. You don't have to do that. You can eat whatever you want. I'm going to eat whatever I want. That's true. You have that choice to make. But you also have a choice to whether or not you want to live a long life and a healthy life, or do you just want to live a long life, or do you want to live in pain? Because you have those choices. Those are choices you have, but it's choices that you have to make for yourself. No one can make those choices for you. But I'm here to help you make a choice that would be best for you, because what I do is I come up with programs that are specific to the individual. It's not a one size fit all. So even if I tell you the same thing that I'm telling somebody else, what ultimately ends up working for you and the combinations that I may tell you is going to be different, because there may be some foods that you don't like. There may be some foods that you're allergic to. So the ones that I recommend for one person, you can't even have because of allergies. So it's very important for you to know that, but it's also important for you to be intuitive. What I mean by that is paying attention to what your body is telling you, because your body gives you information all the time. It's smart. It's not as not smart as you think it is, but it's extremely smart. Your body is very intelligent. Your body can heal itself. Your body can heal itself. Your body can tell you when something is wrong. It's giving you signals all the time. But we're so busy so often that we're not paying attention to what our body is really telling us. We need to be paying attention. Be intentional of what you're eating. Be intentional of how is it making you feel. When did you eat? How did it make you feel? And when did you go to the bathroom? Those things are extremely important, because when you start doing that and paying attention, you will then know, I felt a little queasy when I ate that. Oh, I don't think I'm going to do that. And oftentimes, especially big meals, holiday season, you eat and then what everybody says, oh, as soon as I ate, I felt really tired. I just had to go and relax and sit down. That means that what you ate was not the best thing for you, because when you eat the right foods, you should have energy, not get tired. So if you're getting tired behind that, that means maybe that's something that you should rethink. Maybe even if you did eat it, you should be eating it in a different combination. Did you ever think about that? Also, when are you eating? Are you eating at a time when you can digest the most food? Are you eating at a time when you're getting ready to go to bed? One of the other things, I can give you another tip. If you want to really lose weight and you want to maintain your weight and you want to be healthier, does anybody know what would be the best time to eat your food, to eat your heaviest meal? The middle of the day, lunchtime. That should be your heaviest meal. If it's during the day, if that's your daytime, or if you work at night, whatever, if you're on a night shift, then whatever that time frame would be. Your rhythm is usually off because you're not working with the sun. But if you're working where you're working from sun up to sundown, going that type of thing, then the middle of the day is the best time. Why? Because you still have time to burn off the food. You still have time to burn that energy, right? And therefore you can eat it better. You can burn it off, and try to do it where you're also taking time to eat. I also recommend for people that what you do is try to make your own little snacks that you have, because now when you're making your own food at home and you're cooking and preparing stuff, you're actually digesting before you even start eating. Who knew, right? And how is that? Because you're smelling the food. As soon as you smell the food, your body starts digesting it. When your body starts digesting the food, it's already sending those little signals, and you're going to be even healthier by doing that. But definitely, 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 you need to consider to retain, restore your gut health and in your immune system. Make sure that you're keeping it where it's more alkaline. Alkaline means you're going to be eating less meat, because the more meat you eat, the more acidic that your body is going to become. You're eating more water fruits and water vegetables, not so much the ones that have the starches in them, because you can have those, but I'm just saying you would eat less of those and more of the ones that have more water in it. And you're going to be drinking more water. You're going to be relaxing more. You're going to try to, surround yourself with positive thinking people who are not complain. You don't need that in your head. You just don't need it in your head. If you know that somebody is always doing that, you want to go, time out. I've got something else I need to do right now. Because what you don't realize is when you listen to that, even though you think that you're not processing it, behind the scenes, your brain is still processing that, which means you're cluttering up your brain with something that has nothing to do with you, because that's somebody else's issue. So what you can do is just focus on what you need to do and be proactive in taking care of your health, focusing on what you have to do to better yourself. One of the things I always ask people to do is to document. I do have a journal, and I do have that where I ask people to put their information in there. And it's always hard for me to try to figure out where's the best place. There we go. There's the best place for me to be for this, to show you what it is. I do have it on my website, which is mamavega.com. And if you want to reach out to me, that's 661-532-8342. Or if you want to set an appointment with me as opposed to just calling, because there's a lot more that you may want to discuss, you can set an appointment with me, and that's at health.me/chew on this. So any one of those things is a way that you can get a hold of me, and I'll be happy to work with you, figure out something that can be done to help you out. I do a lot of different things for different people, as far as food goes, combinations of food, because I am a fourth generation nutritionist. I am a chef, so I take that all into consideration when working with you, as well as whatever your background is. I try to make the taste be according to your palate, but also creating something that's going to be on the healthier tip, that's going to help you with your gut and restoring your gut, and also trying to show you the best way to eat foods in combination, as well as the order in which you should be eating your food that's best for you, and reducing inflammation. Because when you follow some of the things that I'm telling you to do, it will reduce inflammation. And, I can tell you some other things of how you can reduce that inflammation by proven method of 40% in 30 days. Get that one. 40% reduction in inflammation in 30 days. And that's been scientifically proven. It's not me, it's the science that's behind it. And it's the method that's been used for a long time now. And all the science is there. So again, reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you with whatever that is. And I do thank you for listening to what it is that I have to say, and have a happy, healthy lifestyle. Like Mama Vega always says, and Dr. Vega is Mama Vega. And I always say, chew on this.